Hey guys, my name is Troy. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to review Eyes of Wakanda, the newest show from Marvel's animation that dropped on Disney Plus this weekend. I got a chance to watch the 4 episodes and I was blown away at just how visually stunning this show really is. And here are 3 things that I loved about the show in general. Number 1, again, is the animation. It's visually stunning, it's beautiful, it's gorgeous. It's a mixture of CGI, and you can tell in the background of shots, kind of some hand-drawn animation. Remind me a little bit of Across the Spider-Verse and how they implemented a lot of different animation styles into that movie. And I think they did some similar things here in this show, is we got a good mixture of both CGI and kind of that hand-drawn painting sort of animation. It just looked really good. I thought the animation sequences with the fights were really well done too, as well as some of the details when we saw water come into play or fight, or yes, even some of the bloody sequences that made me really believe that this is not totally a kid's show. But nonetheless, the animation was just so well done. I think that's something that's been a real strength in all of Marvel animation shows, is how the animation is different in each one and still comes across as really clean, really crisp, and just so good. The second thing is I loved seeing Wakanda across different times in history. The series is set with 4 episodes, 4 different time periods, all the way from around 1600 BC to shortly after 80 to even further after that. And so it was really well done across all time periods. My favorite episodes were 2 and 3, with episode 2 being around the Greek mythology of Achilles and Odysseus. Shout out the Odyssey that's coming out next year. It was a really fun connection to see a Wakandan warrior with Achilles, as well as episode 3, which was set in China, and we saw Iron Fist, which was really cool, a really cool portrayal of that character, something I thought they did really well. But it was just a really cool way to introduce Wakanda across different time periods and how they have been involved in various different aspects of history, fighting alongside some of mythology's greatest heroes. And so it was a really cool tie-in to have them connected in that way. Number 3 that I loved is I love the complexity of the cause here, right? The drive of the show is these Wakandan war dogs finding and hunting down their artifacts to recollect them as they are property of Wakanda. And I really enjoyed that, as it tied in, I think, to a lot of the first Black Panther movie with Killmonger. We saw that scene there at the beginning of the film where he gets the axe back, something that they tied into episode 4, which was really cool. But just the complexity of the cause, of how they are wrestling with this idea of loyalty to nation versus helping and connecting with the outsiders, as they call them. And something that they resolve at the end of the show in the Black Panther movie, with T'Challa opening up Wakanda to the outside world. And so I thought it was just a really cool way to have that conversation of how they were hunting these artifacts and that was their main mission, but also the connections they built along the way and how that was something that they wrestled with, specifically in episode 2 with that character in Achilles. I believe his name is Makai, and Achilles, having that real friendship, and then having that put to that test to the limits there when he got the item that he needed to get, and Achilles feeling betrayed. And even in episode 3 as well, with those 2 characters, with Iron Fist and her taking him in, with taking Basha in and feeling a sense of connection with him, only for him to betray her and get this prized item that meant so much to their culture. And so it was a really cool way to implement and to have that conversation and to resolve it in a way that paid off in Black Panther, with T'Challa, again, opening up Wakanda to the outside world and offering up their resources. I really wish this show was longer. 4 episodes were cool, but I feel like they could have made this even 6 or 8 or 10 episodes, just continue to explore this world. And maybe if there's enough success with how this is viewed and received, that maybe they'll continue with another season and continue to tell more stories in Wakanda, just because it's such a cool place to explore, one that we know very little of. And it was really cool to get a deeper dive into the history of Wakanda and a little bit more of the lore of it. And so I hope we get to see more of this outlet going forward. What did you guys think of Eyes of Wakanda? If you saw it this weekend, drop a comment below. Let me know your thoughts, guys. If you like this video, subscribe for more content, and thanks for tuning in.